Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video I'm going to build what I think is the best tower in the game because it's a lot cheaper than the normal tower and you can make it as high as you want and it's quite cheap to do, so you can choose what elevation it's going to be. Now there's multiple reasons why I'm doing this. It's because I've never done it before properly, and plus I can use it as a glider platform because I'm terrible with it. I want to learn how to fly it. And also it's going to give me a lookout, so I'm going to put it quite close to the wall around here. And I think a good spot for it is here, because it's not big at all. I'm just going to draw up roughly how big it is, because I'm going to need to place a custom foundation under it. Okay, so that's how big it's going to be, so it's it's quite small. So I'm just placing a small custom foundation. That's only 7 logs. Two of my Patreons, Texium and Frederick IV, helped me farm heaps of logs. Switched over to the multiplayer so they help me out. It's really good. Thanks for that, guys. It gives me more time to focus on making videos, which is really good. There we go. So cancel these, I don't need them. So the trick is, and you got to pay very close attention to this because this is the most important part, is you need to place it exactly how I'm placing it. So go 2 across like that, click, then you go on an angle, 45 degrees, I think that's right. And then you come back over, wait till it snaps. And then you finish. So like that. Then what you do, get it in manual mode again, and you want to copy it just over the same one. Try and get it as exact as possible. You want it to copy the other one. That's close enough. Come across, 45 degree angle, snap. Come across, 45. And then finish. You're doing it in 3 lots. Okay, same thing again. This will all make sense very shortly as to why I'm doing it this way, but you need to do it this way. 45 degrees. Snap. Done. And then for the last one, same thing. So you place it over the last one you just placed. Try and be as accurate as you can. 45 degrees. Okay, and that's done. Now I'm going to start that again because I want to get it exact. It was a bit off towards the end. If you're placing it on a small platform like that, it's going to want to snap to the edge. You don't want that. Okay, I reloaded and built the thing again because it was taking too long. So I'm going to try and get it done a bit quicker this time. Okay, I think that's right. Only one way to tell. No, stuffed it up. See how it's placing like that? Small. This one's big. Can't remember what I did wrong. There we go, it's close enough, I think. Now where do I want the entrance to be? Probably here. Once you've done it all, place them all around. Now with this one, it's the last one, you have to complete that, otherwise the blueprints will disappear. So I can cancel. It's bloody not working again. There we go. Alright, so that's done. I've got some windows. The more windows you make, the cheaper it's going to be. Now, it took me a long time because I'm very pedantic. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff. Though, it still didn't turn out how I wanted it. It's kind of messed up the doorway a little bit. Doesn't matter. Depending how good your placement is, you're going to get duplicates. It's not a big deal. Okay, now I'm getting to a point where I can't climb any higher. Just going to place the quick stairs there. There we go, it's just to make it easier to get in and out. Okay, so now that we're in this situation, here is where the magic happens because of the placement. See, I'll place it like that, like that, like that, and like that. And they work out to be 1 log each. Now, what's the benefit of this, you think? Well, it allows you to carry logs all the way up. And with a climbing rope, you can't grab the glider and use the climbing rope at the same time. So you're going to get this funny looking sort of look about it. Depends if you like it or not. But yeah, you can just keep going up and up and up and up. Obviously, the higher you go, the more risky it gets. But yeah, it's going to take you a long time. So always place that last one. Now, keeping all the windows on the same side is just my personal preference. Oh yeah, careful falling. Save regularly. This is good for those who like their parkour. This is very similar to the one I built in that update video I did, just update on circumstances, though it was a lot more expensive because it was a lot bigger. This is designed to be a cheap and quick way to build a tower. It mainly uses rocks, and you use 1 log for each level you go up. So I've only used 4 logs and I've gotten that far. Better than the tower. Let's have a look at how much the tower costs. 317 logs and 22 sticks. Now I'm going to easily be able to overtake that, and probably going to use about 20 logs. Okay, so I spent the rest of the time getting rocks for the log carts. The reason being, you have to be mindful when building it. And so I want to stay focused on building it, not worrying about collecting rocks, because my mind might wander and I might make a mistake, which is something I don't really want to do. I'm starting to wish I made more windows, and it would have been a lot cheaper and a lot easier and quicker to do this. The window layers are really cheap to do. Okay, time for the next layer of floors. I think there might be an even better way to do this, where you could cover up the middle so you don't fall down. Well, if you did fall, you'll survive, and you really want to survive, man, because it's getting to a point where if I fell down from the top, I'll die. Don't ever build the floor first and whack the rocks on top, otherwise it'll go all lumpy and it might mess it up. I'll give you an instance, I haven't fallen yet, so it's not all that bad. Jeez, I'm getting pretty high up already. Yeah, I think the parkour lovers are going to enjoy this one. Yeah, I just don't see any sense in building anything where you have to use climbing ropes, because you can't carry logs up there and you won't be able to carry your glider up there. So the problem I've always had with trying to come up with a tower design. Now this one's too small, you probably won't be able to fit a bonfire on it on top. You'll be able to carry the logs up there and probably build it, but I don't know how you're going to get it up there. You have to have a roof on top. What's good about this project is that it's pretty much never ending. You don't have to finish it if you don't want to. Like, you could always come back and do more whenever you feel like it. Also, the problem with climbing ropes is they actually don't go that far. They got a fairly short length. Okay, I've probably spent about half an hour on this thing so far, I think, if that. These mushrooms are actually coming in handy. Okay, I went and filled up heaps of log carts filled with rocks. I think this is all I'm going to do. We should take it up a couple of more stories. Can always add on to it later on, you know. I'm in no rush. I mean, how high do you really need it? That's another thing. Okay, reached the point. I've got to place more custom floors. I don't know what just got built then. Trying to hit two birds with one stone. When I'm placing the floors, I'm taking rocks up as well. Damn it. That's the one I completed. Why that one? No. There's another thing. If you fall, don't panic. You could end up in a bit of a crappy situation. I'm not going to bother clearing that. I'm just going to leave it. Barely uses any stamina to get up here too. Place more floors. I figured if you place two at a time, you can only take 2 logs at a time up, so you're kind of saving yourself a bit of time doing it that way. This is a much better alternative if you're in a log-deprived area like I am. You pretty much skim down the sides really easily. I don't seem to take any damage. I think you're gliding on the rock walls. Don't get too ambitious of changing this design because, trust me, I've tried a lot of designs and this is a pain in the ass to try and make work. I was thinking a good way you could do this is have the platform placed and just build some rock holders around it and then fill them up as you're going along, and then when you feel like doing it, you can chip away at it. Oh, if you do make it bigger, it's going to look a lot better, though it's going to be a lot more expensive and it's going to take you a lot longer. I should really be saving more often. I haven't fallen off and died yet. It's getting there. I wonder how tall it is. It's not far off the tower's height. I just want to get to the tower's height, probably a bit higher, and then I'm done for now. The tower's just too big as well. It's too wide. It's too thick. I think the tower's got mixed reviews on its looks too. I think some people like it, some people don't. I don't mind it. It's kind of messy. I wouldn't mind building one. It's just 300 and something logs, man. That's going to take forever. Ah, damn it. The cancel bug's back. Oh, well, I can place another floor 2 at a time. That's what I'm doing. I've noticed that saving seems to fix it. Jeez, getting up high, aren't I? Oh, careful not to fall. Wonder if I could see the enemies coming. Might be too far away, they might despawn. God, you can imagine how much this would cost if you did it with logs. That'd be tedious as all hell. God, you can get down pretty quick, eh? It's almost like falling speed. Another good use for this tower is if you wanted to build a bridge off it, if you want to get up somewhere really high, because you can carry the logs up, or you can place a blueprint. That's another thing. If you've got a climbing rope, you can't use a manual blueprint while you're climbing the rope. It will disable it. It won't disable it, it will cancel it. So if I had a blueprint out right now, I could just jump up here to place it. I don't know how realistic this is. I guess it sort of makes sense. It's up to the individual, I guess. I've run out of rocks, so what I want to do is cancel that last one so I know to place it again. Yeah, you should try and find a design where you can have more windows in this, because it's going to make it a lot cheaper for yourself. Now I can place it. There we go. Okay, it's starting to become disorientating now. Oh, here's a tip. Jump, then move forward. Don't jump and move forward at the same time, otherwise you won't get up. It's a trick in this game. Oh, there is a way to make a tower alternative using scaffolding. I'm going to do a video on that. But it's so much cheaper. Like, it's ridiculous. It's about 16 logs and it's taller than the tower. But it's very wide. Very thin though. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. I don't know if I'm going to do it anymore. Not in this episode anyway. It's disorientating. It's messing up my eyes. This is the last one I'm doing. There we go. Holy crap, this is high up. Oh crap. I suppose if you wanted to finish it off, you could just place like that around it. Now the issue is, and I haven't even mentioned this, you can't do this because you're going to hit your head on the floors. It's so complicated, man. There's so many variables in it. That's why it's taken me so long to come up with a design. But yeah, this is pretty good. I can see a lot from here. I'm going to go place a tower next to it and see how tall this thing is. God, you can get down quick, eh? Okay, I'm going to go get my glider. And I should be able to fly it now. I can't tell which is taller. Looks like the tower is still. Yeah, it is quite a bit taller. I've just had enough. I don't want to do it anymore. But you can see the size difference between the two. That thing's freaking massive, man. I wonder how flying this in the rain's going to go. Let's go. Yeah, much easier to learn how to fly when you've got a decent altitude to lift off of. Lift off of? That makes sense, doesn't it? But I think my zipline system's quicker than this freaking thing. Glider's slow, man. It should be faster than this, shouldn't it? I don't know. I'm not a professional glider. Ah, well, I didn't quite get it as tall. I can definitely do it. I can keep going. That can go as high as you want. But geez, man, that's big. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is it a good alternative? I'm actually looking for ideas on how to improve it. I think it could be improved mainly with saving rocks on its build. Because, yeah, you got to do a lot less trips on the window levels compared to the ones you do. Because you've got to place twice as many. But I suppose if you've got a lot of holes, it's going to start looking funny. Wouldn't mind zigzagging the holes, but I don't think it would have worked with the way I place the blueprints. God, it's so freaking big. I think it looks big because it's thin. It's like a peni. That's a big, long, thin peni. This is a good project to chip away at it. Don't do all in one go like I just did, because it's really disorientating going around in circles. It messes up your eyes. This happened in the last episode when I was building the storage bunker. The flashing was messing up my eyes. Reminds me of Sauron's Tower a little bit. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.